Hi, my name's Tregear Thomas. I'm an area manager with Royal Berkshire Fire and Rescue Service. As we all know, it's been a really hot few days that we've just experienced. Throughout this period, Royal Berkshire Fire and Rescue Service has been extremely busy. We've been attending all sorts of incidents, ranging from fires affecting a woodland through to water incidents. I wanted to focus today on water incidents, where people have been getting into trouble swimming in rivers, lakes and ponds. It's important that people understand that whilst the water on the surface of a river, lake or pond can be quite warm in the sun, as soon as you go underneath the surface, the water can be much colder. And what can happen is that when you go into that colder water, you experience something called water shock. If that happens to you, it can become really difficult to swim. You might take a deep intake of breath and with that breathe in a lot of water. If you do experience this, what you should do is not panic, but to try and float on the surface of the water until the effects of water shock have passed, and then you'll be able to swim to the bank and hopefully get out of the water safely. Of course, far better than that would be to avoid going into the water in the first place. If you do choose to swim, please swim in groups. You're far safer in a group. And if a member of a group that you're swimming with gets into trouble in the water, please don't be tempted to dive in and attempt to rescue them. What you should do is call the fire service immediately so that we can get on our way to effect a rescue. But also what you might be able to do is to shout to your friend and ask them to swim towards you on the bank, and that could help. You might be able to find a long stick or something like that on the riverbank or on the side of the lake where you could reach to your friend and pull them in using that branch or stick. It's also important to think about what happens when people jump into water. So for example, people jumping off of bridges. This can be extraordinarily dangerous for all the reasons that I've just mentioned, but also it's very hard to see what's underneath the surface of the water. And quite often under bridges there can be things like shopping trolleys, metal spikes, rocks, and people jump in and become seriously injured. And then of course it can lead to unforeseen consequences when people are unable to swim. So please keep yourself safe, and please don't go jumping into water such as lakes, rivers and ponds. Thank you very much.